Good morning. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC or nothing. And welcome to Trill Will Teaches. Because y'all need to be taught. First and foremost, make sure that if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the already over 5,700 subscribers of this channel. Thank you for everybody who supports it and the whole nine. Also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I create content on this channel. Also, smash the like button and donate to the channel and all that good stuff. You know what? I think it's time for me to turn a page. And I need to start teaching the masses or whoever will listen to me about some of the stuff that these Republicans, rich people, and dummies like Donald Trump are out here screaming to you and telling you, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Well, we're about to have a lesson today on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Because what you think diversity, equity, and inclusion is, it's absolutely not. It's not. Absolutely not. Donald Trump, the Republican Party, MAGA people, all the people who get in my chat all the time, the Republicans that are absolute idiots and love chaos. They're setting up a grift. They're setting up a major grift. Right now, currently, they're trying to, and this is for the ones who said that economic despair is the reason why you voted for Trump and the Republicans, right? King Jones, what's up, Brody? This is for the ones who said that economic, let me get my glasses. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. They ain't even dirty. Wow. That's cool. The ones who said that diversity, equity, and inclusion is so terrible, you hear Donald Trump, you hear all of these people, up Bertha Music, what's up with it, family? You hear Donald Trump, Piff, what's up, family? You hear them always going out and denigrating what diversity, equity, and inclusion is, right? Just like affirmative action. They went around demonizing affirmative action. Oh, I know, Mahari. This is about diversity, equity, and inclusion first. Let me get this off. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. All right? Who do you think benefits the most from diversity, equity, and inclusion? Who do y'all think? Trump supporters would say black people. Trump supporters would say black people. People who don't know anything about politics would say black people. They said the same thing about affirmative action. They said everything about, do y'all know who's all included in diversity, equity, and inclusion? Everybody who is not white, who is not a straight, rich white man is included in diversity, equity, and inclusion, to include white women. And you'd be surprised that white men also benefit from diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? Now let's go by the numbers. According to the Department of Labor, whites make up 76.5% of the workforce. Following them, Latinos and Hispanics make up 18.8%. Black or African American make up 12.8%. Asians make up 6.9%. About 2/3 or more of Black people say that diversity, equity, and inclusion is a good thing. So is Asians, and so is Hispanics. They all say Blacks at 78%, Asians at 72%, Hispanic at 65%. But white people say that 47% of them say that it's a good thing, and 21% of them say it's bad. Who does diversity, equity, and inclusion help the most? White women. Affirmative action. Who does it benefit the most? White women. Why won't any of mainstream media? Why won't mainstream media or Trump, Republicans, or anybody tell the truth? What's up with it, Sheldon? Why won't they tell the truth about what's really going on with DEI programs and DEI initiatives? Why won't they tell that? Why won't they tell all of that? You know why? Because in their heads, they think only Black people benefit from diversity, equity, and inclusion, much like affirmative action. They think that Black people are the sole winners of anything when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Their interpretation of diversity, equity, and inclusion is giving some Black person a job who's not qualified for the sake of them just being Black, when that's not even the truth. It's not even the truth. Nowhere near it. I got all these daggone orders. Here's the truth. And here's the truth. And here's why there is a sudden uptick in tearing down anything that has to do with Black history, civil rights, Black people in general. People who identify as white or non-Hispanic in the United States, the current U.S. racial population has declined in numbers for the first time on record in 2020, falling at 57.8% of the country's population for that year. This population decreased from 63.7% in 2010. According to the Census Bureau, non-Hispanic white people are no longer projected to account for the majority of Americans by 2045, making the U.S. more racially and ethnically pluralistic by this time. By 2060, 1 in 3 Americans will be non-white. This is what they're really scared of. I've told y'all this time and time again. Time and time again, I've told y'all. I've told y'all this. They're afraid that once they become the minority in this country, that the ones who are the majority are going to treat them as they've treated everybody else for over 400 years in this country. They're afraid they're going to get back what they gave here in this country. This is why they're doing all they can to make you believe that diversity, equity, and inclusion. Avery, what's up, family? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, all of a sudden, NBA D Nice, what's up, fam? Diversity, equity, and inclusion in their eyes is the devil. It's evil. That's why you hear Donald Trump, Republicans, J.D. Vance, all who will talk about it. You hear every last one of them trying to demonize DEI when white people benefit from it the most. Eddie Lorenzo, what's up, family? What's up, Joe Townsend? White people benefit from DEI initiatives more than any other race in the United States. And that's even according to the Fortune 500 companies. It's also by Forbes magazine, which all they do is identify wealth and stuff like that. They just do stuff like that. Every year, the U.S. spends around $8 billion on DEI efforts, according to research by the firm McKinsey. With all the financial investment, time, and attention put into advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion in corporations, it's crucial to understand who benefits from these efforts. In a 2019 report entitled Being Black in Corporate America, released by a global nonprofit think tank and advisory, COQUAL, it found that Black professionals are more likely to encounter prejudice and microaggressions than any other ethnic groups. They are also less likely than their white counterparts to have access to senior leaders and managerial support. The report lays out employees' everyday experiences of systematic racism in workplaces and the consequences it creates for those trying to advance to senior leadership positions. For example, Black professionals are nearly 4 times as likely as white professionals to say they've experienced racial prejudice at work. I have, which is why I do not work in the field that I was working in. I can give y'all a case and example. I worked in finance for 15 years, got college degrees, the whole nine. More than qualified. Very proficient in what I do. Anything I put my hands on, I'm pretty good at it. And I stand out. I applied for a supervisory position, which I was more than qualified for it because I started the department, ran the department, trained everybody in it. But I could never get promoted to a senior leadership role. I will always hear, oh, you're awesome. Oh, your work is very great. You do this. We think very highly of your service. Da 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 da. You've been here for over 4 years. Blah 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 blah. You could do this. You could do that. Blah 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 blah. They will give you every excuse. Oh, you're too qualified for this position. We want someone that we can really mold into this position. They told me every excuse under the sun for why I couldn't get that position. And the last time, I turned in my 2 weeks notice. And I quit. I didn't even give them 2 weeks. I was gone in a week, less than a week. And then I went to the job I'm at now, where I got promoted 4 times in 1 year. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is not the devil you think it is. Diversity, equity, and inclusion basically is a platform to where it makes everything even. So everybody has a fair chance to get to managerial positions, to get to supervisory positions, to get to, district supervisor. You get that AVP role. You could get all kinds of roles within a company. The company I work for now is very strong in DEI measures and diversity, equity, and inclusion. You have a whole assortment of people who are in leadership roles. You have Black leaders, Mexican leaders, Chinese, Asian leaders. You have a whole robust bunch of people that work where I work now, to where it doesn't feel like, hey, something's wrong here. Why can't we have any kind of diversity within the ranks of people in leadership positions or leadership roles? They've demonized DEI because it's easy for them to do it. It's very easy for them to do it. You got a whole bunch of ignorant Americans who don't know anything about nothing. And all they do all they do, they'll demonize, they'll demonize it, demonize it, and demonize it, and demonize it, and then turn around and come tell you, oh, diversity, equity, and inclusion is so terrible. Oh, it's bad. It's this. It's that. Oh, it's all this. It's all that. Meanwhile, the ones who's out here doing all of the demon stuff that they claim all the other races are doing is the purveyors of the ones who are telling you that this is bad. The ones who are out here telling you that DEI is terrible are the ones who's out here committing every crime under the sun. You have these people right now, white people, are right now happy that Tom Homan is in charge, is the border czar, and they're doing all the heinous acts, arresting veterans, arresting natural born citizens, throwing them in detention centers, and they having to show and prove that they are actually legal. You have a whole bunch of dummies who don't know what they're talking about, and they don't see the ramifications of their actions yet. Dara Alexander, what's up, family? They don't see the ramifications of their actions yet, because it ain't hit the markets yet. It ain't hit the market yet. It hasn't. You ain't felt the ramifications of those hundreds of thousands of Latino workers who are going to pick our crops or build our houses or work on infrastructure projects, all that. You ain't felt the brunt of it yet. Y'all over here still high off your Donald Trump is back in the White House and oh, real America is back. Y'all out here saying all this stupid stuff about real America is back. The racists in the building, the scammers, the cheaters. You got Pete Hegseth in charge of our nation's military. And his only qualifications is that he's a white man that was on Fox News, who was a weekend warrior in the National Guard. And you putting him up against a 4-star general with all kinds of qualifications that was in charge of our nation's military. Pete Hegseth is a clear piece of trash. Come here and feel salute, Queen. This piece of trash. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, for the people who think that this I have a question for all y'all who are out here happy Donald Trump is messing with Mexico, Canada, and Greenland. What happens if these countries decide to cut ties with the United States and stop trading with them? What happens if Donald Trump goes messing with the Panama Canal and they refuse all that? What happens when the whole world says, you know what, screw America? Screw them. We're not doing no more trading with America. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. Because Donald Trump and his merry band of idiots think that what Donald Trump is doing is some strong man. He's a strong man's hero. Tommy, did anybody ask you to come over here? Nope. Don't. I'll help you out, Tommy. Don't worry, you ain't got to come back. Let me show y'all a video real quick. What would happen if Donald Trump's racist policies and all that stuff were to go into effect, right? Let's see. And what if these countries said, screw them? Here we go.
Canada, Mexico, Panama, Greenland, and Denmark cut ties with the US, especially under Trump's current policies. First, the US would lose $774 billion in trade, cut off with Canada alone, with $421 billion in imports, including 60% of US crude oil needs. Without Canadian oil, gas prices could skyrocket by 30%, costing Americans an extra $1.2 trillion annually. Mexico, the US's largest trading partner, supplies $800 billion in goods, including 40% of auto parts. A sudden halt would cripple US manufacturing, costing 2 million jobs and $150 billion in GDP losses. Panama's control of the Panama Canal is critical. If the US loses access, shipping costs could rise by 25%, adding $50 billion annually to import expenses. Greenland and Denmark, though smaller, supply rare earth minerals essential for US tech and defense. A cutoff could disrupt $6.4 billion in trade. In short, the US would face economic chaos, job losses, and skyrocketing costs, proving how interconnected our world truly is.
You see it? How many of y'all think Donald Trump is doing the right thing now? I get on here all the time and I tell y'all that all this stuff Donald Trump tells y'all is bad. Really, it's good, but he's got to make you believe it's bad so that he can steal. Rob Sportsman Lee, what's up, family? Where you been at, man? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Y'all think it's real? Do y'all think it's y'all think it's a game now? You put a fundamental idiot in charge of our economy, in charge of how the world looks at us. Nobody trusts us now. Nobody does. No one trusts us. That's just one theory. Those are the countries Donald Trump is messing with right now. Red Bull. Shade Girl, what's up, Queen? That's just a few of the countries Donald Trump's screwing with right now. So what happens when they say, you know what? We don't have to deal with you. We'll get our stuff from China. We'll just start trading exclusively with China and other countries and leave America out of it. America wants to be isolated. We'll isolate them. Why is Trump so bad? I'm showing you. He's a fundamental idiot, a grifter, a scammer, and prone to be the anybody who strokes Donald Trump's ego get great. They get good favor from him. They can pretty much get whatever they want. All they got to do is stroke his ego. How's that gonna happen, Red Bull? How? 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 That in America wins. You need to get out of that American we can do by ourselves bullshit. Get that out your head. Everybody needs somebody. The world was designed that way. The world economy was designed that way. Everybody needs somebody. America ain't gonna win if everybody else cuts them off. We're going to lose big time. Then on top of that, you got to mix in all these stupid policies Donald Trump is passing and rolling out right now. You got to put in the Congress and Senate who are Republican controlled, who don't know nothing that they're doing. They don't have a clue of what they got going on. They don't know what they're doing. All they're there is to do is kiss Trump's ass. That's it. They're not there to pass no legislation to help you. You can't even name one policy the Republicans passed that helps you. Yes, she would have done way better. Why do y'all keep asking that stupid question? She's not Donald Trump. Nowhere close to him. Yeah, I know, Sheldon. They don't care. I'm talking to the ones who actually do, though. Donald Trump been in power for a week, and stocks are already dropping. I ain't even checked my 401k yet. Frederick Woods, you didn't even give her a chance to even lead. He talking about word salad. What did Trump give you? I don't understand how y'all even come up with this stupid stuff that y'all like to say. Y'all just like saying stupid stuff. Y'all just like just saying stuff just to be saying it. Oh, she just gave us a word salad. What did Donald Trump give you? What's Trump giving you? What is Trump giving you now? I really want to know that. What's Trump giving you? What's he giving y'all? I really want to know. What is Trump giving y'all? Y'all literally come in here and say, man, see, Kamala Harris just as bad. Kamala Harris just as bad as Trump. You can't even prove in any situation where she's even comparable to Trump. She's way better. She's leagues above him. Donald Trump has always been a fundamental failure. A failure. You can't name one business Donald Trump started that was successful. This man sunk many hotels and casinos. How do you sink a casino? A cash cow. Casinos are set up so you make money. Pray for Creasy. What's up, family? Casinos are set up so you make money. All the time. Yeah, why y'all bringing up Kamala Harris anyway? She ain't here. Y'all kicked her to the curb. You didn't even give her a chance. You listened to the bull jive that Jill Stein. Where's Jill Stein and Cornel West at? I want to know. Where's Jill Stein and Cornel West? Huh? Where they at? What are you at campaigning, showing y'all that they weren't just out here just shooting you a whole bunch of bull just to get your vote, just to divert votes from Kamala Harris? Where are they at? Yep. You know what, Carpe Diem? I listened to a I should have doggone bookmark it. They're planning to back up Bitcoin using the Federal Reserve. And if anybody knows anything about Bitcoin, which I do, Bitcoin is volatile. Bitcoin, there's nothing about Bitcoin that's smart. Yep. They're going to strengthen BRICS. That's what's fixing to happen. They're fixing to strengthen BRICS. Oh, and I want to show y'all this. How Donald Trump did with the labor market. Don't worry. The labor statistics and numbers ain't came out yet. So I want y'all to hear this. Here you go.
The deportations taking place right now are doing two major things. One is healing and fixing the country. But two, it's exposing American corporations. There are hundreds of videos circulating around the internet right now of major American corporations completely empty with no workforce present. Walmart, for example, there are videos of Walmarts around America and Home Depots completely empty with no workforce present. This tells us two alarming things. One, there were more illegals in this country than we ever realized. And two, these major corporations chose to hire illegals over American workers. The deport.
You hear what he said? You hear what he said? While the Trump supporters and all these closet racists and bigots out here mad, talking about these illegals, right? None of them are mad at the fact that since Donald Trump rolled out his racist deportation order, right? And he stoked fear in the hearts of these immigrants who aren't showing up to these jobs now. These jobs are empty. Nobody there to fill them. And you know these lazy, sorry-ass Americans ain't gonna do them. You don't see none of them out here in these fields picking these fruits and produce and stuff like that. You don't see none of them out there doing that. They're not going to. Because they're lazy. Sorry. You know what? You know one thing I ain't heard mainstream media talk about is the fact that none of these people who are angry at DEI are talking about the CEOs and the people running these companies that are hiring illegals for cheap labor so they can save on their bottom line. Nope, Shade Girl, I'm not going either. I'm not doing. We already did our free labor. Y'all go ask somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. We ain't doing it. We're not doing it. Y'all better go find somebody else to do it. MAGA, get your lazy asses up and go do it. Y'all said America first, right? America first. Get your American ass up and go fix these jobs. Go. There's plenty of jobs out here now. You can't sit on your ass on that couch and get that free welfare check now. Go out there and go get them jobs. They're out there. They got plenty of them open. There's plenty of positions that's open right now. Go on out there and get to it. We'll holler at you. Should have left them people alone. They weren't hurting nothing. They were paying their fair share here. Leave them folks alone. But you're going to learn like Georgia did. And like Texas still learning. You're going to learn. Y'all need to go on Google Operation Lone Star and see how much of a dramatic failure that was. Y'all need to go back and look in like 2018, 2017, when Georgia tried to kick out all their illegals. What happened to their economy in Georgia? I would know, I'm from Georgia. And how fast they took tail and went back to getting these illegals back out there to them fields and them poultry plants. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going out there, MAGA. This is what y'all wanted. Mass deportation. Remember y'all said that? Yeah, remember y'all said that. Y'all said mass deportation. Y'all said get rid of all these illegals. Illegals are stealing your job. Donald Trump promised y'all and told y'all that illegals are stealing your job and all that crap. That's what he told you. And y'all believed him. So now Donald Trump done did exactly what he told y'all he was going to do and deport all of these illegals out of this country. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you have Donald Trump supporters who are happy Donald Trump is running this country into the ground until it hits their front doorstep. When, yep, Shelton, and like I said before, I'll say it again, it'll be over my dead body. I ain't going to no damn field. I'm not, you ain't, none of us are. We ain't going to no damn field. The fuck we look like? I try to get away without cussing. Yeah, let's see Tyler and let's see Tyler and Connor get their goofy asses out there in the field and pick them damn crops. Let's see them go out there and do it. Send Snoop Dogg coon ass out there to do it. Nelly and Soldier Boy goofy asses. Send them out there. ATX Red, what's up, family? Send them out there. I want to see them go out there and pick them tomatoes and them cucumbers and the corn and the wheat. I want to see them do it. Since they said America first and that these immigrants were stealing all the jobs, I want to see y'all get y'all goofy behinds out there and go pick them crops. Let's go. I want to see Tyler and Connor get out there and build these daggone houses as fast as these Mexicans was out here doing it. I want to see it. Send Candace Owens goofy ass out here and let her go do it. Send the Hodge coons out here to go and work in these fields. Send them all. Where's Byron Donalds at? Where he at? Where that fucking coon ass damn bootleg preacher at that was out there from the mountains of Stone Mountain to the hills of Tennessee? Let freedom ring. Sound like he a bootleg battle rapper. Let freedom ring. What's his name? Lorenzo Sewell? That fucking goofball? I can't help it. These people are fucking stupid. I be trying to go without cussing so I can monetize this video, but it ain't gonna work, man. Ain't gonna work. Oh well, back to cussing. Get this bootleg coon. Where Mark Burns' big bald head fat ass at? Get his goofy ass out in the field too. I got a whole bunch of coons that'll go out there and tap dance and bootlick for free. Get your goofy asses out there in them fields now, since y'all was so hell bent on removing these illegals who is doing jobs you too pussy to do. Huh? Y'all grass gonna be growing up over your houses because the Mexicans ain't gonna come out there and cut that shit. Jose and them ain't gonna be able to fix that big ass hole in your roof. Oh yeah, y'all better get y'all asses out there. Better get to work, nigga. Get to work. We don't feel bad for you motherfuckers. Y'all did this to yourself. Remember, make America great again. That's what y'all told us. We're back. Donald Trump is back. The leader is back. The rule is back. That's what y'all told us. Y'all said the rule is back. Trump backing off, man. Back for the real America. That's what you dumbasses said. Y'all got fixated on DEI. Oh, DEI is terrible, man. Get rid of DEI and affirmative action. Get rid of them. You don't even know what the fuck DEI did. Meanwhile, you got these snooty-ass, flat-ass white women out here. Oh, man, see? DEI is just terrible. And you benefited the most from it. You benefited from DEI practices. Not black folks. Not the black folks you demonize. Black people were the last people on the totem pole to benefit from DEI practices, along with affirmative action. Those are facts. You ain't got to like the facts. I don't give a fuck. Those are still facts. The fact is, DEI and DEI practices benefited white women. It also benefited white men. These are facts. Tell you what, since you think Trill Will is a racist, go your goofy ass to the Department of Labor and look up, just type in who benefits the most from DEI practices. And the answer is going to shock the shit out of you. Y'all sitting over here, man, see, man, get rid of these illegals. None of you stupid fucks had even planned what would happen once you did. You know that old saying, I remember women always say this stuff. You never miss your well, you never miss your water till your well runs dry. When you run that some bitch on out there, right? You got all these people out here scared for their lives. You got these dumbass ICE dummies out here ICE dumbasses out here running up on folks who are legal citizens and harassing the shit out of them, knocking on doors and shit, going to elementary schools trying to traumatize kids like they did the first 4 years when Trump had separated 1,500 babies from their parents and lost them. Oh, y'all forgot about that, but y'all said Donald Trump did such a great job. Y'all said Donald Trump had the best presidency of y'all lifetimes. That's what the fuck y'all said to me. You sure did. Y'all said Donald Trump did a fantastic job his first 4 years in the office. That's the reason why you dummies brought this goofball back. When reality was, he was the worst president in the history of a fucking America, and you dumbasses brought him right back into the White House. You fucking stupid, retarded, goofball motherfuckers brought him right on back into the house, thinking that you're gonna change a fucking con artist. Well, buckle up, Buttercup. He's about to fuck this shit all the way. He about to fuck up every relationship. We're going to spend years repairing the damage that this old orange fuck did to our country. Unless y'all impeach his stupid ass and kick him the fuck out of power. And repeal everything that this fucker has done. Because remember, Donald Trump is 78, almost 79 years old. This fucker ain't got long on this planet. And the policies and shit he's doing now is probably going to expedite that fucking time frame, if you feel what I'm talking about. As soon as this shit hit y'all in y'all front door, soon as it kick you in your motherfucking chest at your house, we're going to see the MAGAs turn on Trump. Watch. One of these motherfuckers is going to pull a Butler, Pennsylvania, if you feel what I'm talking about. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, press 1. One of these motherfuckers is going to pull a Butler, Pennsylvania, and he ain't going to miss. How much y'all want to bet somebody going to crash out? How much y'all want to bet? Somebody finna crash out. Oh, God. Man, I can't afford nothing. See, these old tricks are going to run thin. So now you can't blame the immigrants. Now, y'all can't blame the immigrants. Now, you can't blame DEI. Now, you can't blame the black folks. Now, you can't blame the fucking Muslims. Nope, you can't blame them Mexicans. Nope, you can't blame them Venezuelans. You can't blame them Guatemalans. You can't blame nobody but these white men running this country into the goddamn ground. See, These dumbasses are so full with fucking greed and fucking hatred. They don't understand that they are clearing the path for everybody to expose their plan and plot for what it really was. A racist agenda to restore white men back to power and to force white women back in that fucking kitchen to have their babies, to be baby factories. Because by 2045, they're not going to be the majority anymore. And they're scared. By 2045, they can't blame you. They can't blame us. They can't blame none of that. Look at the policies. Trump is going to go out here and swim for dear life. See, it's DEI. Hey, Donald Trump, you removed DEI policies, so DEI ain't a thing no more. All these companies rolled back their DEI policies, so it ain't a thing though. What you talking about? Oh, it's the immigrants. The immigrants is stealing your jobs. You deported all the immigrants, Donald Trump. It's the blacks. No, remember, you disenfranchised them by rolling back all their civil rights, so it ain't them. Motherfucker, it's you. You're in charge. Your policies. Y'all didn't think this Project 2025 shit all the way through, didn't you? Because in y'all head, y'all thought the American people is just going to lay the fuck down. But I promise you, once this shit hit the fan, y'all thought Butler, Pennsylvania was some shit. Wait. Somebody is going to make Donald Trump the next JFK. Bet your money on it. Bet your money on it. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing. You think it's a game. Okay, cool. Look at this fucking dumbass. You can't sit here blaming Whitey. You can't sit here blaming Whitey. It is Whitey's fault, dumbass. Who's in power? It ain't black folks. It ain't immigrants. It's Whitey. Dumb shit. See, your excuses don't work no more. You can't sit here blaming the white man for... The white man is in power, dumbass. Oops. The white man controls the Supreme Court. The white man controls the White House. The white man controls the House of Representatives. The white man controls the Senate. They make the laws. So who's in charge, bitch? The white man. The white man is fucking this shit up. As the white man always have. It ain't us. Sorry. Can't blame the Democrats. They ain't in power. It's you. Y'all got everything in y'all lap. And I said that right after that piece of shit Weasel won. I told y'all it's all on you now. You can't blame nobody no more. That excuse shit done went out the window. You threw out all your excuses. You can't make up no excuses now. Your little racist excuses don't work no more, homie. They don't work no more. That shit dead. That shit dead. Like that young lady said in her video yesterday, what I played. They won't believe you if you show them every ounce of information, facts. You can physically take them to a detention camp and they still won't believe it. They're not going to believe it until it hits their front door. And now, it's at your motherfucking front door. What y'all gonna do now, MAGA? Y'all was so excited and happy and chipper and shit. Oh, make America great again. We won. Trump won. All right. Now y'all got to fix this fucking country now. You got 4 years to do it. Y'all listen to this pasty-ass, fucking elongated, frog-faced piece of shit Elon Musk who's around the country stoking white supremacist narratives and doing Hitler salutes and shit, and y'all trying to find excuses for the shit. Y'all gonna let this fucking welfare baby, this fucking, this Semite, this fucking immigrant, this damn apartheid baby, this fucking slow fucking, this fucking ADHD kid who's jumping up and down like a fucking retard. Y'all letting him run this country right on to the ground. But guess who's gonna be okay? Trump is gonna be fine. Elon Musk is gonna be okay. His whole cabinet's gonna be fine. But your broke ass is not going to be okay. Sorry. 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 Hey, in 6 months, this is going to be the Republicans.
When I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave.
Sean, it was never great. It was never great. Donald Trump is going to push America back into the Revolutionary War. You remember no taxation without representation? That was a farce. They're going to try to make Americans foot the bill for Trump's fuck-ups. The middle class, us. The ones who work hard every day. Who barely get by. Yeah. 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 They got to have a finger to point. It's that black man, me. It's that black man right there is the reason why you ain't got that good job. How could that black man live in that nice house? Let me tell y'all a real life story. My wife can attest to it. She's right back there. Me and my wife, we decided to upgrade our house. Right? We had about $50,000 that we was going to put into our house to update our house, upgrade our house, make some improvements, do some new flooring, do some gutters and all that other good stuff. And we decided to put a gigantic fence in our backyard to let our dog go out and play. Right? Our neighbor, who had absolutely no reason to be on my property, brought his musty ass over here and was watching these people lay down the lines for where they're going to put my fence. I walk off to go talk to the contractor building my fence. Jason, him and his wife, who are awesome, by the way. Sparrow Fencing, shout out to you. This dude's talking to my wife. Y'all gonna put some more chain link fixing up so in your yard? My wife looked at him and said, "No, we're actually putting up a privacy fence." And his eyes got big as quarters. Then he proceeds to go and try to tell the contractor how to do his job. Oh, you can't put that there. You can't put, man, if you don't get out my fucking yard, you can't put that there. That's my land. No, that's not. We have an easement between our properties. Do y'all know what an easement is? An easement is a piece of land that allows you to get on and off your property that's shared between two properties. No one owns it. The bank owns it. He's over here mad as hell. I'm talking about sitting in his yard, in his truck, looking over at my yard and watch this man put this monstrosity up over fence, 758 square foot. Yep, Shelton, exactly. That's exactly what my wife said. Y'all, guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to get an estimate to find out how much more would it cost me to enclose the rest of my yard in wood fencing. That'll piss him off, won't it? Sure will. Because the thing about devils, the devils want access to black folks at all times. That overseer's complex. And yeah, he is MAGA. They want to have every means of telling you what to do with your shit. I buy a 0-turn lawnmower. This motherfucker drives himself into debt to buy one. I bought one out cash. I paid $4,000 for my lawnmower, my 0-turn. He went out and tried to buy a bigger and bigger one and all this shit. Never see this son bitch out here in the yard at all. He never cuts the grass over here in my yard at all. Even in the easement, he don't. I always cut it. Now suddenly you want to ride over here and look. And then to make matters worse, my petty ass, I bought a sign with my name and my wife's name on it and put it right slap dead with 2 lights outside on my fence. So you know whose property it is. You know it. You know it's mine. Seen all that work, all these people coming in and out my house. I wonder where he get the money for, dude. See, what these poor whites don't want, they don't want to see black people with nice things. That's why they hate on people in Atlanta. You drive to Atlanta now. You see white people driving Bentleys, Mercedes, Benzes. You see them driving BMWs. You see them driving Range Rovers, Audis. You see them driving all these high-end cars, living in high-end neighborhoods. You go to my aunt's house. My aunt lives in a 5-bedroom house outside of Decatur. Drive out there and you'll see the look from her neighbors. Like, how do these niggers afford to get such a nice house? Well, my uncle is a neurosurgeon. Same with my other uncle. He sells real estate. They hate to see black people prospering. It's been something with racist white people in this country who hate to see black people prospering. They always think it's something nefarious that's going on when black people are they must sell drugs. And they see this big ass van out in my yard and they see me leave every day to go to work. They see me go to work every day. Oh yeah, me too, Carpe Diem. I'll walk outside. My wife say I'm petty, but I am. I walk clean outside with my AR on my back or my AR in my hand, or I stand on my front porch where everybody can see it. So you know not to fuck around and find out. Yep, they hit you with the microaggressions. How did you afford that? When I pulled up in my yard in my Challenger, man, that's a nice car. How much did that run you? None of your business. Yep, sure did. Pulled up on that lawnmower with that raggedy 9mm in his back pocket and we seen it. And guess what my 9mm was? Right there on my hip. Yeah, Anthony, that's what happens. That's what we black folks been trying to tell everybody. Look, if we all work together, we'll be okay. You don't have to worry about all of these racists doing all this microaggressions and all this racial dog whistles and stuff and telling you you don't deserve this and you don't deserve that when you got your ass up and you went out and worked. You won't ever see me get up and hate on any Latino or Mexican out here hustling, making ends meet for their family. You won't never see it. You will never, ever see me do it. I done been in some Mexicans' houses that I was like, man, would you come do my house? Got marble floors and marble countertops. They done redid. They done took a single wide trailer and turned that summer gun into a 2-story house. House is lit. See these poor disgruntled whites who listen to rich white people tell them that it's somebody else that don't look like you's fault for the reason why you're in the situation you're in. When in actuality, it's them that's the reason why you're in the situation you're in. You're just too stupid and blind by your own racism and bigotry to see it yourself. Much like DEI. They done went around this country marching and telling everybody who listened to them, man, see, DEI is the reason why you don't have the job you want. DEI is the reason why you don't have the house you want. DEI is the reason why you don't have the money to survive on. DEI is the reason why you pay so much for the prescription drugs that you have to use to live. Look, DEI is the reason why your grocery prices are as high as they is. And none of that shit is true. None of it. Not even an ounce of it is true. None of it. None of it is true at all. At all. None of it's true. Not even a little bit. None of it. They done convinced these poor white Americans. A majority of them MAGAs. They done convinced these MAGA people. And you wanna know the saddest part about all this? White women who support MAGA. Y'all got to be the biggest dumbasses out of everybody. Screw the damn Cubans and everybody who's fucking around and finding out now. Screw that. White women who voted for MAGA. Y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. You are the dumbest fuckers on the planet. You are. You really are. Y'all, let me tell y'all what y'all done for yourself. MAGA women, white women, here's what y'all did. Y'all done went after DEI. When DEI benefits y'all disproportionately outside of every other race and class in this country. Y'all made them get rid of that. Y'all voted your own demise. You voted against Roe versus Wade. You voted against affirmative action. And then y'all went and y'all pointed y'all fingers, blaming everybody else but you. Brown on Boxing, what's up, Brody? Factually, statistically speaking, I ain't talking from my opinion now. I'm talking about statistically speaking. Look on the Department of Labor. Look at the Department of Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Look and see for yourself. You don't have to believe Trill Will. You don't have to believe nothing I say. You don't have to believe a word. You can sit and say I'm full of garbage or whatever. I don't care. You go look it up yourself and see who benefited the most from DEI programs and jobs. Look who benefited the most from affirmative action. And 10 times out of 10, it's white women. Y'all just essentially just said, we're going to slam the door in our own face, and we're going to blame the blacks and Latinos for it. We're going to blame the immigrants for it, who ain't bothering nobody. Donald Trump done went out here and told all y'all, well, man, migrant crime. Oh, all these illegals, they're so dangerous. They're this. When it's a 9 chance out of 10 that you will be murdered, robbed, or something violent happen to you at the hands of another American. Immigrants only account for 6% of crime that happens in this country, according to the FBI. Facts, again. But y'all don't care about facts. Like that lady said, you're not going to care until it kicks in your front door. And it's coming to kick your front door in, I guarantee you, in 3 months. It is going to kick your front door in, and you're going to see the ramifications of your ignorance. And it's going to be funny as fuck to see. Yeah, MAGA. Y'all are bona fide fucking idiots. There's no disputing that shit. There's no debate on that, whether you're stupid or not. Wait. Just wait. You're going to see everything that Trill Will done told y'all is the truth. It's statistically proven. Don't be mad when your gas prices shoot all the way to the moon. Don't be mad when your energy costs shoots all the way past the moon. Don't be mad when Donald Trump inflicts his tariffs on Canada and they retaliate by cutting the energy off, cutting down oil production that they send, they export 60% of the oil that we use. Y'all remember that old NAFTA thing that Trump went and rewrote and tore up and all this other goofy shit and then just wrote his own thing so he can put his name on it? Yeah, it's still basically NAFTA. Didn't change anything. Yep, Carpe Diem. Yep. The American people, the poors, all of our broke asses who ain't millionaires and billionaires, we're going to feel the brunt of all this. And unfortunately, the ones who didn't vote for this dumbass moron like me and the majority of y'all in here, we are going to have to sit in the same classroom as these window-licking, helmet-wearing goofballs who voted against their own selves. All these white women who own TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, laughing, talking about Kamala Harris, ha, 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 and this, and ha, 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 and that, and talking about her and Tim Walz, and talking about the Democrats, and the Democrats, blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't have nobody else to blame now. You can't blame DEI. You can't blame the Democrats. You can't blame the blacks. You can't blame the immigrants. You're going to try to, but the facts are not going to be on your side. Donald Trump is in charge. Y'all wanted him? You got him. The Republicans are in charge. Y'all wanted him? You got him. You're going to see just how much ain't shit these Republicans and Donald Trump are. Yep, she ain't even black. She ain't even black. She ain't even black. She ain't even black. Okay. Donald Trump ain't black either. Surprise. Donald Trump is a full-fledged Nazi. Hitler incarnate. Okay. Y'all got it. Y'all won. Congratulations. You played yourself. Y'all won. We won. What did you win? Economic chaos? Fucking with people who ain't bothering you? Rolling back of hundreds of years of civil rights actions that protected everybody, including white women? Yeah. Jax, my question exactly. Why didn't y'all march before the election? What was all this energy at? I thought it was country before party. But all y'all turncoat got y'all asses in that poll booth, and said, fuck that bitch. We gonna vote for Trump. Trump would do a better job than that bitch will. Who? She ain't even black. Okay, cool. All right, let's see how that working out for you. Because they gonna be in here crying before I will. Yep. They can't blame them no more either, Ayla. Remember, Donald Trump made it so it's only two genders in this country, male and female. That's what he said. Jax, I'm sipping my coffee with you. This is some good ass coffee. Yep. Everybody in the world sees it. Oddly enough, America don't. So you can't blame trans no more. You can't blame the alphabet people. You can't blame black folks. Y'all done removed every one of your scapegoats. Y'all have fundamentally removed every last one of them. And now you can't blame nobody but Trump, the Republicans, the Supreme Court, and all of these dumbass fucking goofballs who are on the other side fucking everything up for the sole purpose of Donald Trump's next grift. Because he can't successfully run a company. That has already been proven time and time again. But, Baby J, what's up with it though, family? How you doing, Queen? But, here's the big but. Here's the big badunkadunk. When it hits their doorstep, I am going to have the last laugh. Donald Trump thanks everybody else in the world because America was stupid, that everybody else had to conform to his stupidity too. And Canada's going to show you, fuck around and find out. Mexico's going to show you, fuck around and find out. Panama Canal, going to show you, fuck around and find out. Denmark and Greenland, fuck around and find out. They're all going to show you. As much as a juggernaut that America claims it is, there's a reason why we are a juggernaut. It's because of the help of other countries. The other countries help us to maintain our status in the world as a superpower. And Donald Trump thinks he's going to go over here and he's going to bully all these other countries and he's going to do all this stupid shit that he's done here because Americans are fundamentally fucking retarded. He thinks he's going to be able to do that shit over abroad. And this man can't even enter none of these countries. He has to attend these conferences via video because he can't enter them. Because he's a felon. Yep, Jax, sure did. So did the Colombian president. Turn that shit around, get that shit out of the way. If Mexico says you can't fly your planes in our airspace, yeah. It costs $852,000 for Donald Trump to deport 116 migrants via plane to a country. Why do these racists have to go and mess with these immigrants? Oh yeah, they're not gonna shit. Mexico and Canada, they can go somewhere else and trade. Mexico is our biggest trading partner. Look at Trump's products. See, made in China, made in Mexico all the time. See, this thin-skinned, jelly-back, orange piece of shit, they're going to try to engage in a trade war. Ooh, boy. This is going to be a fun 4 years. Unless Donald Trump don't make 4 years. Unless he gets impeached or something worse or nefarious. He ain't even been in office but a week. And I'm already tired. Racism, as draconian as it been, I'm telling y'all, Sheesh. True, I can't either. It's gonna be a long 2 years, bro. It's gonna be a long 2 years, bro. It's gonna be a long 2 years. I can't wait for MAGA to burn to the ground and go back to hell where it came from. Because there's nothing godly. Look, y'all want people to believe that somehow God intervened and let a felon, sex assaulting, unrepentant, goofball piece of dog shit warmonger back into this country. Let me explain something about free will. If God sees that a country is not living up to standards, he takes his hands off that said country. And that's where we are now. There is no God in the White House. I don't know why Trump supporters love trying to false equivalate what God is and where God is. He's not in the White House at all. Egg prices hit record highs this week. Much of the increase is due to egg shortages brought on by way of the avian flu, which aka is the bird flu. How has Trump responded? By ordering public health agencies to cease communications with the public. So telling them not to report what's going on. Mm-hmm. Renee, good morning. Free will comes with consequences. For every choice you make, there is either a blessing or a curse that comes along with it. They think that Donald Trump is the answer to all their woes. These people, these MAGA folks, who are sitting here saying that Tom Homan is a true American and Stephen Miller, bald-head ass, is a true patriot and all this other weird, goofy shit, they're going to see the ramifications of their decisions. And it's going to punch them right in their face. And I'm going to laugh the whole time it happens. I can't wait for everybody in mainstream media I can't wait till the American public dismisses mainstream media and don't watch the news no more and get their news from other sources. I can't wait for people to actually see that it's the CEOs and the powerful lobbyists and all this dark money in politics is what the real problem in America is. I can't wait to see that these racists and bigots who always thought it was the blacks and the immigrants and everybody else that was not the cause of their problems, but greed, capitalism. But I'm telling y'all, a crash out's gonna happen in this presidency. And I don't know why MAGA people think that Donald Trump is this 60-year-old man who got plenty of life left in him when he's a senile old man who shits himself, who don't know whether he's coming or going, and he goes in so many dumbass rants about the most stupid and most asinine shit. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, that is right. He tried to fire the IGs, and that ain't working too well for him, is it? Lord have mercy. I know. When shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan, the shit hits the fan, the shit hits the man. Yep, when it hits the fan. All you people who think Tulsi Gabbard is good for the Department of National Intelligence, the ones who think that Pete Hegseth, a fucking Fox News host, is going to be good for the Department of Defense, the ones who think Tom Homan is going to be good for as the border czar, the ones who think that Linda McMahon is going to be good for the Department of Education, the ones who think J.D. Vance ain't a weirdo that fucks couches, the ones who think that Project 2025 ain't real is going to see just how very real Project 25 is. Good morning, Brazil. MAGA is a cult. Donald Trump is their Lord and Savior. Eddie, I got to do my part, man. I feel like I got to do my. I'll be doing a disservice to my service to this country as a military member, as a veteran, and as a father, as a husband, as a brother, as an uncle, as a son. I feel like I will fail this country if I sit down on the knowledge that I have and I just let things burn. I want y'all to be more just as aware as I am of what's going on. I want y'all to be just as aware that I am. Because I want y'all to see exactly what these people are doing to themselves in the name of tearing down diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I watched Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Amazon, and all these companies reverse on DEI policies. And again, who benefits the most from DEI policies? White women. Diversity, equity, inclusion means that everybody who's not white, straight, and a man has a fair opportunity. That is a fact. The ones who benefit the most from DEI practices are white women. That is a fact. That is a fact. Jax, I believe that too. I said that once before here too. The plan is to get Project 2025 installed and then remove Trump with Article 25 and then install J.D. Vance, because J.D. Vance is going to do exactly what he's told. Donald Trump, you can't. You can't depend on Trump. If we had a Kroger here, I'll be spending my money with Kroger. Guess what I did yesterday? I got me and my wife a year subscription to Costco because Costco stood on business. And I will be spending my money, even though I got to drive a little ways to get to the Costco that's close to here. I will spend my money at Costco. I strongly suggest y'all do the same. If they don't value you, they don't value your money. The only reason why the bus boycott in Alabama was successful is because everybody stood on business. Y'all can't blame black folks. Y'all can't blame immigrants. Y'all can't blame the LGBTQ plus IA community. You can't blame them. You can't blame trans people. You can't blame black people. You can't blame immigrants because Trump is doing away with every last one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. Y'all want to know the real reason why I buy a lot of Ralph Lauren? Because me, I'm nosy. I like to see where Ralph Lauren spends their money. And I like to see if does Ralph Lauren support my ideas and interests so they can take my money. And guess what? Ralph Lauren does. They value my money. And they also value diversity, equity, and inclusion. So Ralph Lauren Polo will continue to get my motherfucking money. See how that goes? If you respect me, you get my money. My respect. You see how that interchanges with each other? See, Walmart did something that was just outright fucking disgusting. Walmart went and bought out all these mom and pop stores around. So you don't really have no choice but to shop with Walmart. No matter how heinous or how disgusting or how just downright fucking racist Walmart is and how shitty they treat their employees. You don't have no other option but to shop at Walmart to keep them in business. Now we have to make a decision. Look at this fucking dumbass. Get your dumbass out of here. We ain't talking to your goofy ass. Take your dumb ass somewhere else. See, Toshi, that's why I shot with Ralph Lauren. They would get my money. No question about it. I won't even raise an eyebrow to it. If you be on my live streams, most times when I'm dressed up, like I'm about to go to the gym here in a little bit, but most times when I'm dressed up, Ralph Lauren. That's all I wear. Because they've earned my respect. They not only provide good quality clothes, They also do stuff. You got to start investigating who you watch or what you wear, or all that. You got to watch. I went and seen if Apple donated money to Donald Trump. Nope. Sure the fuck didn't. Nope. Sure didn't. Nope. You can look at the list of all of these companies that invested money into Donald Trump. Look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show y'all. Here's a list of them right here. Here's a list. I used 1-800-Flowers one time to get my wife some roses delivered to her job. I don't shop at Ace Hardware. I don't rent from Alamo. I do rent from Enterprise. That's going to stop. I can go to Hertz. Unless Hertz did. Let's see. Do I see Hertz on there? Nope. Hertz, you get my money. See how easy that is? You can look on here and see whatever company. Arby's, fuck y'all. Armor All, fuck you too. Ashley Furniture, fuck you. AutoZone, that's gonna be a hard one because there's not too many places where you can get auto parts unless you order them online. Bacardi, I don't drink Bacardi. Fuck Bacardi. Baskin Robbins, don't eat there. Bosch and Lone, don't use their shit either. Let's see. Boost Mobile, fuck y'all. Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't eat y'all nasty food anyway. Exxon, fuck you. I'll go get my gas somewhere else. I can go to O'Reilly's. Yep, I sure can. I can go to O'Reilly's. O'Reilly, you're going to get my money from now on. There we go. I got to change insurance. Let's see. Hobby Lobby, fuck you. Home Goods, I don't shop there anyway. Hillsburg Diamonds, fuck you. Hoover Vacuum, fuck you too. My Pillow is trash anyway. You'd be stupid to spend your money with them. The New York Yankees, there's a reason why I love the damn Braves. Fuck y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Shell Oil, don't use y'all either. Sunoco, don't use you either. Smucker's Jellies, oh fuck. Fuck. Why? Carl's Jr. or Hardee's, they suck too. That's why nobody goes to Hardee's anymore. Fucking Dairy Queen, come on, man. Shit. Dirt Devil, you fucks. Discount Tire, I'm discontinuing my fucking credit card with you fucks. Yep, shutting that shit down today. Let's see. I'm standing on business with mine. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I'm standing on business this time. Jimmy Dean's, fuck you. I don't eat your nasty ass sausage anyway. I eat Swaggerty's. Let's see. LL Bean, nobody wears that shit. Marshalls, I don't shop there no more anyway. Milwaukee's Best, only drunk white men drink that shit. Miller Genuine Draft, white men drink that shit. Let's see. Mobile, fuck y'all. Molson Beer, fuck you. Motorola, I ain't got your fucking phone anyway. I got an iPhone, bitch. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, fuck y'all. Tito's Vodka, damn. Tito's, y'all too? Wendy's, you too? Wow Cable, fuck you. How about that? Y'all see? Black & Decker, oh my God. That's why I get Craftsman. Ooh. See, you can find ways around that. Some of these I might still have to shop with because, shit, there ain't no alternatives. That's crazy. I'm looking at a list of everybody who donated money to Donald Trump. Mahari, you are shooting the shit out of people. No Wonder Bread. Nope. I don't use Wonder Bread any damn way. Fuck them. Find alternatives to people who don't value you as a person. Champ Clothing. Oh, fuck you. Shakita brands. Fuck y'all anyway. Y'all a fucking devil anyhow. They were using fucking slave labor anyway to get their fucking bananas and shit. Did y'all know that? Keller Williams Realty. Fuck you. McDonald's. Motherfuck you. I don't buy McDonald's shit no more. I couldn't tell you the last time I went to McDonald's. Why y'all think Trump is such a bad guy? Think would be meaning I don't have no idea what I'm talking about. Donald Trump is the devil incarnate. You gotta stop smoking squares. Let's start there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. But people gotta stop being stupid. Then I'll stop smoking squares. Is that a fair deal? Let's spend our money where we're welcome. And I'm going to spend my money at Costco. Ooh, check this out. This is a Walmart in California, in Kern County. Empty. Oh, good idea. Good idea, Carpe Diem. Hold on, let me change it real quick. Hold up. Thank you, Carpe Diem. Thank you. I ain't even put it up yet. Let me go here. Let me go to here. And we almost at 5,800 subscribers. We're getting there. I'll be at 10,000 pretty soon. Let's go to content. Let's go to live. Let's go to this. Let's go to customization. Let's go to subscribers. There we go. Boom. Snoop Dogg is a coon, a hypocrite. He is a coon, a hypocrite, and all that. So yeah, that's what he is. He's a coon and a hypocrite. So yeah, fuck Snoop Dogg. If you don't stand on business, you won't get my business. If that makes sense. If you don't stand on business, you get none of my business. And that should ring true for all y'all. That should ring true for everybody, which I don't understand how anybody can be mad at me for saying stuff like that about Snoop Dogg when he doesn't value nothing that we all care about. Master P tried to school him. You can lead a horse to water, but he can't make him drink. The problem is with that, though, Diddy ain't did shit. They ain't brought up no criminal charges on P. Diddy at all. That's the problem. That is the real big problem. They just essentially holding P. Diddy on accusations and no proof in fact. That's basically what they're doing right now. There's nothing that's about Diddy. You know what I mean? Just, it's crazy. Like, the videos they talked about, the freak-off parties, was nothing but consensual sex between adults. They wanted to make it sound like it was, oh, he had little kids there, he did this, and he did. No, that's not what happened. Nope. Ain't what happened. Ain't what happened at all. Nope. But hey, I don't listen to mainstream media anyway. I don't. The Bieber tapes, no, they're not real. Justin Bieber even came out and said that. So nope, that's not real. I don't know why anybody would think that you'll listen to somebody who rap over somebody who knows what they're talking about. Why would you listen to a rapper over somebody who got political experience and can talk about in depth what answers you're looking for as far as politics and political structures and stuff like that? I don't know why anybody would listen to that stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't getting into none of that. You'll never see me on here bashing P. Diddy or anybody else because I don't know enough about it to even get on here and say P. Diddy did XYZ where you have no fundamental proof of it. None of y'all provided any proof if that P. Diddy did not. It just sounds funny for you to come here and say no Diddy, but you ain't coming here saying no Weinstein or no Trump or no Epstein, none of them, or no Kevin Spacey. See how easy it is for you to come in here and say no Diddy, but you ain't got no proof that he did anything? Did he do it or didn't he? Prove to me. Tell me. If you want to come in here and make a statement in fact when you don't have no facts, then come tell me. Tell me where P. Diddy did XYZ. What did he do wrong? What was nefarious that Diddy did? What did he do? What did Jay-Z do? What did Diddy do? Jay-Z had this drunk white woman going around lying and saying that she somehow as a minor took to the VMAs, which there's no proof. Her daddy even came out and said she was bullshitting and lying. And the lawyer who presented the case was a fucking liar anyway. So, wrong again. Wrong again. Sorry. Y'all just out here just trying to put cases on these black men because they rich and they prosperous. Like I said a while ago. Y'all have a complex. White people have a complex with seeing successful black people minding their fucking business. They want to try to make them out to be evil and nefarious with no proof whatsoever. Remember, there were whole towns burned down, men lynched because of lies. That's why I won't engage in that bullshit with you. Trafficking a 5-year-old. Prove it. Prove it. Waffle Jackson, you can't. You in here making fucking nefarious allegations. What if Jay-Z came in here and sued the shit out your stupid ass? What would happen? You read what transcripts? Post the link here. You gonna defame this man's character on a whole bunch of stuff you heard from DJ Academics? Come on, dog. We gotta be smarter than that, King. You can't be in here tearing down another black man. I can't do it. I'm not gonna engage in it. You won't hear me up here. Nope. You're not going to see me up here engaging in any nefarious conversations, tearing down black men. You won't see me do it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't engage in coonery. We got enough people tearing us down as it is. I'm not about to help. So there's that. You can like it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not tearing down nobody. Nope. Not me. You won't see me in here tearing down another black man for the sake of just having some clicks and views. I don't give a damn about none of that. Jeffrey Epstein, yeah, he a piece of shit. I can pull up depositions from girls like Katie Johnson who said that Trump and him had their way with her when she was only 12, 13 years old. If R. Kelly was so guilty, then why weren't the people who were enabling him, why weren't they put in jail either? Why was that? That's my question. See, I'm about order, right? I'm about order. I'm about making sure that every last one who's in trouble, who did something nefarious, everybody's held accountable. I care about facts. I don't care about all of the bullshit stories running around on social media. Because most of the people telling those stories are just looking for your money and your views and notoriety and validation from the internet. I don't care about it at all. And I'm not going to waste my time. Time is something that we don't have a lot of, and it's something that we can't get back. And I won't spend my time. Nope. I won't spend my time going over a whole bunch of stories of what ifs and whatevers of people making deep fakes and trying to convince you that this person did this and this person did that and this person did this and said this and yada, 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 yada. And yeah. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do it. Nope. Not about to do it. What's up with it, coach? Hell yeah, that makes them mad every time, coach. They want us to sit up in here and bash other black men. Hell no, man. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Think I'm gonna be, man, see, come on, man. Come on, man. You can go ahead and join in, man. No Diddy, man. Join with no Diddy, man. Come on, man. Join in with no Diddy, man. Okay. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Not going to do no search. Not going to do no search. These folks are mad. Hey, coach, these people are mad. Look, coach, I just broke down who DEI benefited the most. And these people are fucking mad. They mad as shit, bro. Big bro, they mad cause DEI benefits white women more than any other race or any demographic on the planet. White women benefited from it the most, and they're mad about it. I love facts. Sorry, we live in the era of misinformation and lies, and fucking rich white guys love telling lies. They love bearing the truth, and they love to make a black villain. That's why they're using no Diddy. That's why it was so fast for them to jump on no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. What about no Dana White? What about him slapping the shit out of his wife in the bar? How about that? How about no Dana White? How about that one? Oh, sorry. Oh, well, you need to leave. Sheesh. My God, my God. Whoo. We. My God. No Vince. Right. No Vince McMahon. They don't care, bro. Hugh Hefner. What about him? What about Elvis Presley? They fucking heroes are pedos. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care. They do not care. Yep, no Skip. Wow. They don't care. They do not care. Don't care. Nope, no Ben Roethlisberger. Nope, no him. Hey, they don't care. Lionel, what's up, Brody? They do not care. They come long as it's tearing down somebody who looks like one of us. Long as they don't care about facts when it's that. Oh, so it's no Diddy when you don't have no factual evidence to tie him to anything nefarious. None. Zero. Zilch. Nope. You don't. I like to deal in fact. My opinions are based in facts. My opinions are based in fact. That means I can go pull up statistics, numbers, data, numbers from Congress, whatever. I can pull up whatever I need to go pull up in order for me to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I delve in. I don't delve in none of the what ifs. Nope. Nope. Sorry. You're not gonna get me up here going and tearing down somebody off the base of a lie. Why y'all think I shit on Trump so much? Because I know so much factual evidence that he's a piece of shit. I can't help but to call him a piece of shit. Now y'all see how that correlates? This man done went and lied to y'all and told y'all that DEI was so bad when DEI benefits white women more than any other demographic majority in this country. Period, point blank, the end of story. There ain't no proving it. Go to the Department of Labor and Statistics and you can see for yourself. Trill will deals in fact. But I'm telling y'all, this is going to smack Donald Trump right in his orange face. But he don't care. Because Donald Trump knows he only got 4 years to run this country into the ground and do irreparable harm to this country. To our relationships with our allies, they don't trust us now. Our trading partners don't trust us now. Nobody in the world trusts us now, but you know who trusts? Who so coincidentally has the trust? Russia. Because Russia, Donald Trump is beholden to Russia. Because Russia saved his bacon, pretty much. Yep, 2 years. Oh, it's going to be a mass overhaul in 2 years. You watch. It's going to be worse than the Tea Party. Watch. That is if Americans are actually paying attention now. Because like I said earlier, Donald Trump done removed every straw man that he had to point to blame the reason why this is this way or that way or this way or that. Oh, it's not the immigrants because you kicked all the immigrants out of the country. It ain't the black folks because you disenfranchised them yet again and stripped away hundreds of years of work and hard work from civil rights leaders. You done did that. You done moved them out the way. You essentially gave companies the right to discriminate against black folks again. You did that. You can't blame the trans people because you done booted them out the way, even though they make up less than 1% of the population in this country. But yeah, you had to make that a hot priority, didn't you? You and Mike Johnson, you fucking hypocrites. Y'all had to make that a priority, right? Yeah. Yeah. But you have removed every straw man who y'all blame for all the woes and stuff in this country out the way. You done moved them. This is all on the Republicans and Donald Trump now. This is all on you, MAGA. It's all on every last one of y'all. Y'all did this to yourself. Yep, you're supposed to. But when you're rich and white in this country, you can pretty much get away with anything, big dog. When you're rich, when you're a billionaire, you can pretty much get away with anything. Essaying women, stealing classified documents and hiding them in your bathroom, staging a coup, lying about it. You know, that white privilege, bruh. But they said it, look, they said black folks is making it up. We are pulling the race card, but who's holding the deck? Y'all constantly would tear down everything because you think it benefits solely black people. Y'all tore down DEI because you thought it benefited black folks, when statistically it benefits white women. Black people are the last ones on the list of beneficiaries of DEI and DEI policies. That is a fact. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, that is a solid gold, unmitigated, unclassified fucking fact. You can see it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Donald Trump gonna run all these immigrants out and have them too scared to come out here and work. You lazy motherfuckers ain't gonna go out there and do shit. You gonna sit out here and this country is gonna go free falling. Y'all see all the work. I just want y'all to remember something. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it before I lose it. Let me find it. Let me find this. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let's see. Joe Biden's economy. I'm gonna see if I can type it in. Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay. Now there's a particular meme. Okay, there we go. Boom. I want y'all to remember this. Remember this day, January 27th, 2025. Joe Biden's last number. He added over 13 million jobs. Unemployment is under 4%, longest stretch in over 50 years, prevented a default on national debt, expanded the NATO alliance, rallied our allies in the support of Ukraine, capped insulin costs at $35 for seniors on Medicare, once-in-a-generation infrastructure investments, issue executive orders to safeguard access to reproductive health care, and the confirmation of one of the most qualified Supreme Court justices, Ketanji Brown Jackson, to the Supreme Court. DEI, how does DEI help? Johnny gets a job even though they have the same record and work ethic because to the employer, he's more reliable. Radical North, that's true too. Slave owners and stuff like that. The Constitution was ratified and written by slave owners. Yep, buddy system. Donald Trump essentially just gave companies the right to legally discriminate against anybody who's not a white straight man. Pretty much. Here's what DEI is. You go to this Fortune 500 company. There's 500 employees. Of those 500 employees, 350 of them are white. The rest are black, Asian, Hispanic. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. What Trump did essentially is made it so to be 490 whites working at that same company and like a handful of blacks, Latinos, and everybody else. What do you think about AI-packed people in our politics? They're trash. And that's the reason why politics is trash as we know it. Because of AI-pack and Citizens United. That's the reason why. That is the reason why. That's the reason why it's trash, it's garbage now. Because of dark money and lobbyists with their own interests, their own greedy interests. Because think about the example I used yesterday. And all of the pain, wars and stuff fought in this country, who's benefited from all that? Elites, rich people. Slavery, rich people, elites. World War I, elites, rich people. World War II, rich, elite people. Korean War, Vietnam. Every war you can think of, government and rich people benefited from it. All they had to do was go in and convince a whole bunch of poor people that this person is the reason why you're failing. Not because of the system they put in place to make you fail. You can't save money because you're just broke. You can't save money because you've been designed not to save money. You know, like the bell curve in school? Certain percentage of the class pass, certain percentage of the class fail. And then they make excuses to make you feel like a failure. Right? They make excuses for you to feel like a failure. When in actuality, it's the system that makes you a failure. There's a reason why The income of CEOs and people who sit in high positions at these corporate jobs, while their income rose 1,400% since 1978, and people like you and me, the worker bees, our income only raised 16% since 1978, as long as I've been living. There's a reason behind that. Concentration of wealth in the hands, Reaganomics in real form. Reaganomics was the worst thing that ever happened to this country. I hope he does, Radical North. He'll be a good candidate. Him or Josh Shapiro. They'll be real good candidates. Reaganomics was absolutely trash. Reaganomics, basically, for those who don't know, Reaganomics said that if you hoard all the wealth to all the rich people, they will sprinkle down some of that wealth onto everybody below them. And that never happened. Rich people got richer and they got greedier. And they want to get more money and more money and more money, which is the reason why you have Elon Musk, who has more money than what he knows to do with. And Elon Musk is a welfare baby. He survives on subsidies because Tesla don't make their money by selling Teslas. Tesla makes their money by selling carbon credits. Oops. But Elon wants you to believe he's a genius. He's not. He's just a lucky loser. His dad left him a lot of money from those emerald mines in South Africa, and he took that money and made a whole bunch of investments to where he bought people out of their positions, and then they bought him out that company, which made him millions, billions. Elon has always been a weirdo. Yep, blood diamonds. Elon Musk has always been a weirdo. If you actually go back and look at the history of Elon Musk, you'll see he's nothing but a lucky loser like Trump. Him and Trump are one and the same. Elon Musk is just more successful than Trump at as being a loser. Joe Biden left America with the strongest economy in the world. Trump is about to run this bitch in the ground. You watch. You watch. Trump is about to run this thing into the ground. And you won't hear Fox News. You won't hear none of these people. I want y'all to hear this video. There's a video I want y'all to hear. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. Let y'all listen to this young lady right here. She actually went to the inauguration. And here we go.
This is, and I cannot stress this enough, not good. Melania was ready for a funeral. Take note. I saw Jeff, Elon, and the Zuck all in the same room. And we didn't seize the opportunity. How sad. I went to watch the inauguration with my best friend, and the entire time I was like, oh my gosh, It's gonna get worse. He said, "It is now official USA policy that there are only 2 genders." We looked at each other like, oh, we're in the bad place. We're getting rid of the Green New Deal? Who does that besides a supervillain? Women's healthcare, gone. Gender affirming care, gone already. We're not getting Roe v. Wade back. They're not gonna raise the minimum wage. We're gonna be stuck at $7.25 for the next 4 years at least. You know what? I'm gonna blame the people who only talked about Luigi Mangione to call him hot, never actually understanding what he did, why he did it, and what we can do to pass on the torch, because it worked. The moment that CEO got murked, they upgraded all of their policies. It worked. It worked. And you know what? The economy is gonna get better. But who did it? Biden. Biden. After his 4 years, please let it end at 4 years. Don't let him become a dictator. After the 4 years, the economy is gonna get worse. Worse than it already is. And you know who's gonna shoulder the blame? The president who inherits Trump's economy. On MLK Day, no less. And I wanna leave on a positive note. I wanna be like, but guys, we can do this. But really, all we can do is grin and bear it. And if you're not gonna cry, laugh. And if you're not gonna laugh, cry. You need to get more comfortable with saying that you are scared. You need to get more comfortable with talking to the people around you and being like, isn't this crazy? Don't let his behavior be normalized. Make sure you call it weird. Make sure you call him dangerous. If you're going to talk about politics, it can't only be on this app. You have to have people in your real life who you can talk about it with. They don't even have to agree with you. Just let them know what you think. If you have not already been boycotting, boycott. It's so easy. I've saved so much money. Zaxby's chicken is better than Chick-fil-A's. I'm just gonna say it. Anyways, the next 4 years are gonna be rough. That's it.
She's right. She's right. She's absolutely right. It's going to get worse. Because of greed, stupidity, idiocracy. And they want this to be a merit-based. They want jobs to be got by merit-based in a racist country. Wow. Wow. Wait till y'all see what this clown does. Wait. Wait. There it is. I found it. Remember, gas prices $3.12 a gallon. The S&P's at 5996.56. Inflation rate is at 2.9%. The Dow Jones is at 43,487.83. Remember that. Remember those numbers. I'm gonna bookmark this, so I don't have to go look for it no more. Remember these numbers. Vic, appreciate you stopping in, man. Yep, the only man. Do you know that the Trump administration got people signing NDAs? I ain't making this up. Trump got people signing NDAs, dude. Trump got people signing NDAs. The S&P 500 is pretty much the stock market, but those who have stocks in the S&P and the Dow Jones, that's pretty much stocks, pharmaceuticals, gas, petroleum, the whole nine, all that. I want y'all to take a look at that. That's pretty much the simplest I can explain that. Pray for Crazy. Y'all smash the like button too. That's the simplest I can explain it. S&P 500 is basically like pharmaceutical stocks and bonds and Fortune 500 companies and all that good stuff. But look, Donald Trump tried to fire all these people who are federal agency watchdogs so that he can just do things without nobody holding, there'd be no checks and balances. Dear Mr. Gore, Sergio Gore, Director of Presidential Personnel of the White House. Dear Mr. Gore, I'm writing you in response to your email sent to me and other inspector generals earlier in this evening, wherein you inform each of us that due to changing priorities, your position as Inspector General is terminated effective immediately. Chairperson of the Council of the Inspector Generals on Integrity and Efficiency, I recommend that you reach out to the White House Counsel to discuss your intended course of action. At this point, we do not believe the actions taken are legally sufficient to dismiss presidentially appointed Senate-confirmed Inspectors General. Specifically based on the 2022 amendments to the Inspector General Act of 1978, the President must notify Congress 30 days prior to the removal of Najee and provide substantive rationale, including detailed and case-specific reasons for such removal. 5 U.S.C. 4003B, as amended by Section 5202 Alpha of the Securing Inspector General Independence Act of 2022. Good job, Joe Biden. Title L2, Subtitle A of the P&L 117-263, 136 Stat 23953222, the requirement to provide the substantive rationale, including the detailed and case-specific reasons, was added to better enable Congress to engage on and respond to the proposed removal of an inspector general in order to protect the independence of the inspectors general. Should you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at hannibalware@sba.gov. Wow, let's go. They said, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Do-do-do.
That 30 days before a president fires an inspector general, which of course is an internal watchdog for government agencies, he must tell Congress, tell you why. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
He broke the law.
Yeah, I think, he should have done that. But the question is it okay for him to put
Anthony
people
Colon,
in
that's
place
correct.
that he thinks can carry out his agenda? Yeah. He won the election. What do you expect him to do? Just leave everybody in place in Washington before he got elected? This makes perfect sense to me. Get new people.
Look at this fucking dumbass. I'm ashamed this goofball. Oh, boy. Boy. That's work right there. Oh, gotta show y'all this too. I sent this to my wife yesterday. I think either this morning, I think.
is very important, so I need y'all to read this. When the chips are down, you Latinos forget the support from the Black folks. And I cannot agree with this creator more. The Latino community and its anti-Blackness is strong, and it needs to be expelled from our community. We hate Black people within our own communities, where Latinos, and I'm talking to Dominicans right now, my people, would say, oh no, I'm not Black, I'm Black white, or I'm Latino Black. Whatever excuse to remove themselves from being African American, US Black. The anti-Blackness, the colorism in our community is so fucking toxic that is how white supremacists were able to split us up against each other, Latino against Latino, and also Latino against Black Americans. And now we're seeing birthright citizenship being taken away, the 1965 Civil Rights Act being attacked. And what a lot of Latinos don't know is that the 1965 Civil Rights Act was also what gave a lot of immigrants like your parents the ability to actually become U.S. citizens. So birthright citizenship, a pathway to a status, was established, was given to us by the hard work of the Black community. And when we were beneficiaries of all that great work that they did, what did the Latino community do? Spit in their face by voting for Trump, and now all that hard work is being wiped away. And that's right, Latinos did forget all of the support that Black people gave us and helped us get to a place where our great-grandparents and our parents and then the children born today were able to be part of this country. And that's why I'm trying to work harder than ever to do two things. One, expel the anti-Blackness in our community, because like I said before, we are Black. And also trying to do my best to rebuild between Latinos and Black Americans. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. Is there a lot of work to do on our part? Hell yes. But like I've said 1,000 times before, we are stronger together, and we need to stop doing the white supremacist work for them.
That is a fact. That is a fact. A fact. A guaranteed fact.
Everybody's worried about DEI, but here's the bigger picture.
We know now that pivoting doesn't work. We know now that trying to rebrand what we do doesn't work. We know now that what they're coming after is not one form of thinking. It's not Black history. It's not intersectionality. It's not critical race theory. They're coming after the entire infrastructure.
When Kimberly Crenshaw says infrastructure, she means every gain made under Reconstruction and the Civil Rights Movement.
Facts.
From the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship is how formerly enslaved people became citizens, to executive orders that ban discrimination in federal contracts. They rolled that back. So what 60% of federal contracts already went to white-owned businesses? So what 95% of those contracts went to men? The entire infrastructure we built is under threat. They don't want to just ban Black history. Nah, they want to take you through it. Buckle up. It's getting real Jim Crow out here. Everybody's worried about DEI.
Yep. The young king is right. And shout out to Kimberly Crenshaw. That speech she gave was absolutely mind-blowing. Shout out to my brother, Boss Fred, for sending me that. Yeah, that speech she gave was absolute. I heard the whole thing. They ain't just going after civil rights. They're going after everything. The infrastructure, the whole nine. They trying to run us back to the fields. That's what they think. Ain't gonna work. It ain't going to work. But there's where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here's one video that I want y'all to see. Here's another one I want y'all to see. There's a whole bunch of videos. And shout out to this queen right here. I don't know who she is, but I want to find her so that so I can subscribe to her page. Sure is. Cause everything she said in this video is the truth. And the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
It's very likely that this might get taken down. So go ahead and save it now. To that thin-haired, Max Headroom looking, Lululemon wearing alabaster-based bitch that's on this app doing that fucking Hitler salute, bring your ass to the motherfucking front. I'm talking directly to you and anybody else on this fucking app that's on that same bullshit. Now, I'm not going to say your name because I'm not going to put no money in your pocket. But should this video make it to you, I know who the fuck you are, and now you know who the fuck I am. Anytime you like, you can come see me. My DMs are wide open like your fucking forehead. While I may not be Jewish, that symbol in and of itself shows your hatred for people that don't look like you, which means you talking about me. So now I'm talking to you. It was very interesting that you made it intentional to take your arm out of the frame when you did the second part of that salute, which tells me that you're not about that life like you expect people to think you are. Because if you felt with your whole fucking chest that white is right and your big daddy Donald got your fucking back, go make another video. And this time, put your whole body in the frame. I want full visuals like it's Renaissance, bitch, but you won't do it. See, that's the thing about y'all. That's why you hoes hang on that Second Amendment, because you bitches don't have hands. And I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to that fat-ass orangutan, anal sphincter lip-looking ass bitch, and his fucking boyfriend, that cadaver body built bitch ass South African, it would be in your best fucking interest to not write checks your ass can't cash. In other words, don't get it fucked up and get fucked up. You MAGA motherfuckers, you want us back on the auction block so bad your dick is hard. And the only advice I got for you is to go get you a bottle of that dry ass Queen Helene cocoa butter and get the fucking stroking. Black people built this country. Don't debate me, debate your mama. And if she ain't living, dig the bitch up and have that conversation. Either way, I'm still gonna be fucking correct. So trust me when I tell you that we will burn this motherfucker down to the fucking ground. I'm talking Rosewood 2.0 motherfucking O before that ever happens again. And that civil war that y'all so desperate for, you better be careful what the fuck you wish for, because you just might fucking get it. Because please keep in mind that black people in this country, we got over 4 centuries worth of phase to hand out. And I guarantee you, we gonna get every lick in and every fucking lick back. Don't catch a 45 fucking with 47. You can take that how you like, but don't take it light. It's very likely that this might get taken down.
Facts. And then here's another word.
Now, if I right now decided that I wanted to play Monopoly with you, and for 400 rounds of playing Monopoly, I didn't allow you to have any money, I didn't allow you to have anything on the board, I didn't allow for you to have anything. And then we played another 50 rounds of Monopoly, and everything that you gained and you earned while you were playing that round of Monopoly was taken from you. That was Tulsa, that was Rosewood. Those are places where we built black economic wealth, where we were self-sufficient, where we owned our stores, where we owned our property, and they burned them to the ground. So that's 450 years. So for 400 rounds of Monopoly, you don't get to play at all. Not only do you not get to play, you have to play on the behalf of the person that you're playing against.
Don't worry, Mahari got rid of.
And make money and earn wealth for them, and then you have to turn it over to them. So then for 50 years, you finally get a little bit and you're allowed to play. And every time that they don't like the way that you're playing, or that you're catching up, or that you're doing something to be self-sufficient, they burn your game. They burn your cards. They burn your Monopoly money. And then finally at the release and the onset of that, they allow you to play and they say, okay, now you catch up. Now at this point, the only way you're going to catch up in the game is if the person shares the wealth, correct? But what if every time you share the wealth, then there's psychological warfare against you to say, oh, you're an equal opportunity hire. So if I played 400 rounds of Monopoly with you and I had to play and give you every dime that I made, and then for 50 years, every time that I played, if you didn't like what I did, you got to burn it like they did in Tulsa and like they did in Rosewood. How can you win? How can you win?
How can you win? How can you win? That's DEI right there. Oscarville, the flooded, that was Lake Lanier, that's still catching souls to this day. Elaine, Arkansas, Wilmington, North Carolina. I can name a lot more prestigious black communities that were burned to the ground by racist white people in America. She's absolutely right. But it's fundamentally and statistically correct. Mm-hmm. See, one thing y'all know for certain. One thing I know for certain. And two things for sure. Me and my wife are not only educated, but we stay educated. And we stay constantly. And I want y'all to see this about DEI. I want y'all to see this about DEI, okay? And that's the whole premise of this video. DEI. Shout out to this queen. She's the one that really had me thinking of going the route that I went so that y'all can see. But here we go.
The real F around and find out moment is here. A lot of people are looking at the black community thinking that we are the recipients and benefactors of DEI programs and affirmative action programs. And I know affirmative action is no longer, but whenever they hear the term DEI or they hear the term affirmative action, they look to the black community thinking that we are the benefactor. Now, here's some information for you. The number one recipient of DEI are white women. That is according to the U.S. Department of Labor. And others fall under that group, under the minority group, the ethnic minority. Number one recipient under that group are Latino and Hispanic Americans. Number two are Asian Americans. Number three are Native Americans. Number four, individuals with disability. Number five, veterans. Okay? And number six, the LGBTQ plus community. And guess who comes last at receiving DEI benefits? Guess who comes last? That's right. Black Americans. Black people. Let me also say, you can do a Google search and you will see the primary benefactors of DEI programs are not only white women, but white men, white male CEOs. Those are the ones who have benefited the most from DEI initiative programs.
Told you. Now, you had me looking up on Forbes, and yep, same thing she said. And the Department of Labor and Statistics. I looked the same information. Everything that she said in this video, I went and looked it up and fact checked it with the Department of Labor and Statistics. And booyah. Booyah. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just let these people consistently keep talking, keep blaming them, and keep blaming DEI programs and all this other stuff that they keep saying. I keep letting y'all talk. And every time y'all talk, like clockwork, y'all prove me right. Yes, salute to you and thank you. Thank you. This is all I do here. I do this all day, every day. Now, let me tell you what Republicans are doing right now as far as DEI. Republicans have introduced a bill called the Laken Riley Act. If you don't know who Laken Riley is, she was killed at the hands of an immigrant, right? And just like using one example, Republicans like to hold on to that example and blame the majority for the actions of one, right? The Laken Riley Act, what it does, it detains people on accusations alone, guts due process, and don't afford these people any rights whatsoever and throws them into a concentration camp, basically. Just like the Japanese internment camps in World War II. This is what they do. And this is how they do it. This ain't freedom. They're trying to use Latinos and immigrants how they use slaves. And you want to know what's funny about Laken Riley and her case and how these Republicans and goofballs love to go and enchant her name when they don't really care about that lady's life? They don't care about the life of Laken Riley. They don't care about her death. They don't care. And her family has repeatedly asked these dumbasses to stop invoking this lady's name. They're only using this for political points so that they can pass more bigoted laws so they can curtail the Constitution. See, the Laken Riley Act, basically what it does, it will gut the due process that everybody should have. Don't give them a fair trial. You can just falsely accuse some immigrant of doing something nefarious and they're thrown into a concentration camp. That's all you got to do. You don't need no facts. And what are white women good at doing? Historically. Now, I ain't just talking about my opinion, right? Now, it feel my opinion to be somewhat prejudiced, right? I'm talking about throughout history. Let me just do this. Carolyn Dunham Bryant, the white woman who lied on Emmett Till in 1955, the year my mom was born. Purvis Payne. On July 30th, Shelby County District Attorney Amy Wyrich announced that her office is opposing DNA testing of evidence in Purvis Payne's case. Wyrich also said the evidence presented to Payne's legal team in 2019, previously referred to in this article as hidden evidence, is actually from another case and was shown to Payne's team in error. Emmett Till, a young black boy from Mississippi, turned 14 July 25th, 1955. Exactly 1 month later, he was brutally murdered after being accused of sexually harassing Carolyn Bryant, a lying bitch who lied on this young man. Yeah. 2 white men accused of his murder were later found not guilty by an all-white, all-male jury. Four months after the trial, which took place in a segregated courtroom, 2 men admitted to kidnapping and murdering Emmett Till with an interview of Look magazine. 6 decades later, Bryant admitted that she lied and that parts of her accusation, considered most incendiary at the time, that Till had grabbed her and made verbal and physical advances on her, were untrue. Emmett Till was murdered. Yep, that's fact too. More than 4,700 people were lynched in the United States between 1882 and 1968, according to the NAACP. A vast majority were black, while many of the white victims were lynched were killed for helping black people, advocating for their rights, and for speaking up against the lynching of black people. Though Till's story has not been forgotten, such racism and inequality persist today and contribute to the injustice in the legal system and beyond. From the Scottsboro boys, who were wrongly convicted of raping 2 white women, to the exonerated 5, to Chris Cooper, the man a white woman falsely told the police had threatened her life in May. Black and brown men in America have continued to be perceived as dangerous, violent, and hypersexual. Purvis Payne. Let me tell y'all about this story. Ooh, boy. Purvis Payne. Let me get my shit together real quick, because this is going to make you mad. Purvis Payne's case evoked at trial to convict him of murder. Payne, who has an intellectual disability, has spent 32 years facing execution in Tennessee for a crime he has always said he did not commit. And DNA testing of the evidence in his case could help prove this. The Innocence Project jointly filed a petition for DNA testing on July 22nd. Payne was convicted in 1987 of the murder of Sharice Christopher and her child in Millington, Tennessee. The prosecution argued that Payne had been searching for sex after using drugs and looking at a Playboy magazine, that he attacked Christopher after he made an advance on her and she rejected him, but no evidence supports this theory. Payne's mother begged law enforcement to administer a drug test to her son to prove that he had not been on drugs, and they refused. Payne had no history of drug use, no criminal record, and was not known to be violent. In fact, those who know him describe him as a kind and respectful man who liked to make his family laugh and help out at his father's church. The prosecution painted a very different picture, making Payne out to be a violent, hypersexual drug user. And at the end of trial, the prosecutor repeatedly pointed out the victim's white skin when referring to parts of her body, a poignant reminder of her whiteness in a county ranked among the 25 counties of the most recorded lynchings between 1877 and 1950, according to the Equal Justice Initiative. In the 1800s, claims that black men had raped or made sexual advances towards white women were frequently cited to justify their lynchings. Historians say that in reality, many of the rape accusation claims were false and were used as cover for consensual relationships that were, at the time, extremely taboo. Wow. Whites could not countenance the idea of a white woman desiring sex with a black man. Thus, any physical relationship between a white woman and a black man had, by definition, to be an unwanted assault, according to historian Philip Dray. I want to look up his case. I want to look up his case. Purvis Payne. Let me look it up. Wow. Purvis Tyrone Payne. He made an appeal to the state Supreme Court. He was convicted on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Ooh, boy. I'm going to read this. You're not Trill William, Cleotis Clay Anthony Bartholomew. Oh, boy. No, it's a lot of stories you ain't heard of, man. I can go over some stories like sheesh. There's so many stories. Like, look, I'll show y'all. This is a picture from a long time ago. Look at this picture, bro. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of this. If it lets me go through it. Let me go back. Oh, there we go. The NAACP. There we go. I'll go to the NAACP. This is why Trump and racists like him want to bury black American history. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves, blood on the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the popular trees. The song Strange Fruit was written by Abel Meeropol and recorded in 1939 by Billie Holiday. And that song was so powerful that the American government often threatened Billie Holiday from singing this song. And every opportunity that she had, she sung that song. From 1882 to 1968, 4,743 lynchings occurred in the United States, according to records maintained by the NAACP. Other accounts, including the Equal Justice Initiative's extensive report on lynching, count slightly different numbers, but it's impossible to know for certain how many lynchings occurred because there was no formal tracking. Many historians believe the true number is underreported. And I believe that too. The highest number of lynchings that during that time occurred in Mississippi with 581 recorded, Georgia in second with 531, Texas in third with 493. Lynchings did not occur in every state. There were no recorded lynchings in Arizona, Idaho, Maine, Nevada, South Dakota, Vermont, and Wisconsin. Black people were the primary victims of lynching, 3,446 of them, or about 72% of the people who were lynched were black. But they weren't the only victims of lynching. Some white people were lynched for helping black people or for being anti-lynching. Immigrants from Mexico, China, Australia, and other countries were lynched as well. White mobs often use dubious criminal accusations to justify lynchings, i.e., using a white woman being sexually assaulted as justification with no evidence of something nefarious happened. They also try to make black men out to be hypersexual, right? And that's the reason why I told y'all earlier that you won't catch me on this platform saying anything nefarious about Puff Daddy or Sean Combs. You won't hear me saying anything nefarious about him for that reason, because there's been thousands of black men who were killed because of nefarious accusations. Now do y'all understand why you won't hear me saying no Diddy? Do you understand now? White mobs use dubious criminal accusations to justify lynchings. A common claim used by black men, used to lynch black men, was perceived sexual transgressions against white women. Charges of rape were routinely fabricated. So that means they thought about it, right? These allegations were used to enforce segregation and advance stereotypes of black men as violent, hypersexual aggressors. Hundreds of black people were lynched based on accusations of other crimes, like murder, arson, robbery, and vagrancy. Many victims of lynchings were murdered without being accused of any crime. They were killed for violating social customs or racial expectations, such as speaking to white people with less respect than what white people believed they were owed. This is what Donald Trump wants to bring us back to. Right, Carpe Diem. They still do it. I thought his cell phone was a gun. He moved this particular way. Or they shot first. They shot into the house first without announcing themselves formally. Or they showed up in plain clothes like somebody's supposed to know that they're police officers. Right? Like Breonna Taylor. Or Tatiana Jefferson. Or they can be like the good old boys, like the ones who murdered Ahmaud Arbery for looking at a vacant property, right? Jesse Washington was 17 years old when he was lynched in Waco, Texas, by a white mob who accused him of killing Lucy Fryer, a white woman. W.E. Du Bois was able to turn postcards of Washington's murder against their creators to energize the anti-lynching movement. The crisis in circulation grew by 50,000 over the next 2 years, and we raised $20,000 towards the anti-lynching campaign. Let's see. The first anti-lynching bill was introduced by Congressman Leonidas Dreyer of Missouri, and he introduced the first anti-lynching bill in 1918, known as the Dreyer Bill, in the Congress. The NAACP supported the passage of the bill from 1919 onward, though it was defeated by a Senate filibuster. Racist white people. In 1998, James Byrd was chained to a car by 3 white supremacists and dragged to his death in the streets of Jasper, Texas. In 2020, Ahmaud Arbery was chased down by a mob of white men and was killed while he jogged in Brunswick, Georgia. the videotaped death of George Floyd was another modern day lynching. George Floyd was killed by Derek Chauvin, while other police officers kneeled on his back and other extremities. One that I want to talk about is Mary Turner. And I'm telling y'all this because DEI is involved in everything. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, meant that black women shouldn't have been afraid to exercise their First Amendment rights, contesting lynching. Mary Turner's husband just let me just read it. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all see it. I'll let y'all see it. We're gonna read together, shall we? This is on the NAACP website. Let's read it together. The lynching of Mary Turner, May 19, 1918, it happened in Georgia, Brooks Lowndes County. The lynching of Mary Turner in Brooks Lowndes County, Georgia, was one of the lynching investigations by Walter White on behalf of the NAACP. Abusive plantation owner Hampton Smith was shot and killed. A week-long manhunt resulted in the killing of Mary Turner's husband, Hayes Turner. Mary denied that her husband had been involved with Smith's killing, publicly opposed her husband's murder, and threatened to have members of the mob arrested. For rightfully so, because they murdered her husband. On May 19th, 1918, a mob of several hundred brought her to the Folsom Bridge, tied Mary's ankles, hung her upside down from a tree, doused her in gasoline and motor oil, and set her body on fire. She was alive when a member of the mob split her abdomen open with a knife. Her unborn child, and she was pregnant by the way, fell to the ground and was stumped and crushed. Mary's body was riddled with hundreds of bullets. The lynching of Jesse McElroy, February 1918 in Tennessee. Jesse was a black man who resented the slights and insults of white men. He stayed armed and the sheriff feared him. On February 8, 1918, he got into a quarrel with three young white men who insulted him. Threats were made and McElroy shot and killed two of the men. McElroy fled to the home of a black clergyman who aided him to escape and was later shot and killed by a mob. McElroy was captured and lynched. McElroy was chained to a hickory tree and a fire built, and the torture began. Bars of iron were heated, and the mob amused itself by putting them close to McElroy. At first, without touching him, he grasped at the bar as it jerked from his grasp. The inside of his hand came with it. Then the real torturing began, lasting 20 minutes. During that time, his flesh was slowly roasting. Jesse never lost his nerve. He cussed every last one of those racist piles of dog shit out until he took his last breath. They could never break his spirit. Jesse McElroy. Why do y'all think these racists on the internet are so fast to invoke the name of George Floyd? They invoked the name of George Floyd because it was a public lynching. This is why I said, I will die before I am in a field working for one of these dumbass fucking recessive chromosomes. And I mean that with every ounce in me, every ounce of my DNA. I mean that with my everlasting, on my mother's grave. I will not work in no field for one of these fucking dumbass MAGAs. Donald Trump, who the fuck ever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much power you think you got. It'll be a cold day in hell before I set foot on a field working for you. It'll be a cold day in hell before you think I'm gonna walk with my head down and you can talk to me and accost me however you feel. I don't give a flying fuck. I will send you and anyone like you to hell on Express Pass. Leave us the fuck alone. Y'all think this is gonna end like y'all think it is in y'all head. Y'all done fantasized about this shit for years. And you think this shit's gonna end with black people being subservient to you once again. And you think black people are just gonna lay down and let you abuse us like y'all did Mary Turner, like y'all did Jesse McElroy, like y'all did Emmett Till. You think this is gonna end that way. I got news for you, buddy. You're gonna fuck around and you're gonna really find out. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not the only one that feels this strongly about it either. So trust me when I tell you, it'll be a cold day in hell before any of us make it to another fucking field so you can abuse us for free again, steal our culture, steal our work, steal our blood, sweat, and tears, and then tell us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps while you steal money from us again and refuse to pay for the sins that you did before us. That will be a cold day in hell. It'll be a cold day in hell. Just letting y'all know that. This ain't a threat. You can fucking bank on it. I will sell all my worldly possessions. I will give you every bit of my world, my house, my cars, my bank accounts, my credit cards, whatever has my name attached to it of value. You can have it. I promise you, you're not going to win that bet. I don't know where y'all think this is going to go. I don't know if y'all think because Trump on the TV saying all the racist shit you fantasize about, and y'all think this shit's going to end well for you. It is not. I'm not your enemy, but I can be. Your real enemy is the one stealing all your money, robbing you of all your resources, robbing you of all your social nets that protects you when you get older and you're not able to protect yourself anymore because you can't work. I'm not your enemy, nor is anybody that look like me. We're not your enemy. We never have been. We was just a scapegoat, a whipping boy, if you will, a straw man, where you can point your fingers at and say, that black man right there is the reason for my hurt and my pain. It's not even true. I'm telling y'all, these people think this so-called civil war they've been fantasizing about and trying to start with the shooter that went down killed the Charleston 9, the shooter that went up to in New York, went there and killed those 10 people minding their business, shopping for groceries, who didn't bother nobody. This race war y'all been trying to start, you're going to start it. When you do, I want you to heed my words very clearly. You're not the only ones with guns. I am the most peaceful person on this planet. I don't bother a soul. I love everybody equally. I judge you based off your actions, not your skin. It's not what you say, but it's what you do that defines who you are to me. I live by that creed. I'll die by it. That has kept me at peace for many years, and it will keep me at peace until I go to my grave. But I tell you what, I don't care how much racism Donald Trump fantasizes about. I don't care how many Nazi salutes Elon Musk stands on a stage behind the presidential seal and he waves his hands and y'all go and try and excuse it. I don't give a fuck how many damn discussions they have on CNN sucking Donald Trump's musty ass balls. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care about Pete Hegseth. I don't care about Tulsi Gabbard. I don't care about Tom Homan. I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers out here. All I'm telling y'all is this. Leave us the fuck alone. You've done enough damage. You've abused us for far too long. We got over 400 years of phase that we are waiting to give out. And you think we're going to lay down without a fight. And you think those coons are going to save you. Those coons are going to be the first ones to go. Much like Haiti. You know how Haiti got its freedom? They erased every fucking Sambo and every coon first. And then they were able to secure their freedom after having their fucking economic situation hoarded and rampaged by white colonizers. That's why they hate the Haitians. Sac passe. You think this is going to end sweet for you. I am encouraging everybody that I know, everybody who I talk to or have a political discussion about, to get your shit together. Go to any of these stores around here. I'm about to go get another one today. I just thought about it. I'm going to get another one today. Get your shit together, man. Protect yourself at all fucking times. See, you know why Mary Turner and know why they met their fate? They were ill-armed. Even though Jesse McElroy had heat on him, he didn't have enough. I am never going to do anything just simply because I hate somebody simply off the basis of their skin color. That's never going to happen. Because I don't have that type of hatred in my heart. I am going to protect myself and my family with my own life if need be. I am going to do that. You all should feel the same way. I don't understand how anybody sees a problem with anything that I'm saying. This ain't a threat. This is a response to a threat. Because Donald Trump threw out the first flare. He drew the line in the sand. He's trying to take black people back to the fields. Again, to where we had no rights, no civil liberties, no nothing. We were thought as his property. Shit ain't gonna fly no more, old man. Nah, you old piece of shit. Everybody else will lay down and kiss your ass, not me. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of your fucking goofballs sitting in the White House kissing your ass all day. I'm not scared of you. We just want to be left alone. We just want equity. That's all we want, equity. And you can't ever give us that because you're afraid. You're afraid of our success. Because we always work twice as hard to get the same manner of respect that you already was given. Case in point, I hope and I pray something changes for the better. Because I don't want to see war. I don't want to see no one hurt, no one killed. I don't want to see none of that, man. Just being real with y'all. And as much as I do these videos on YouTube, bruh, I really don't want to see no one hurt. I don't enjoy the fact of seeing Latinos who voted against their own interests getting deported. People being afraid their family's gonna get split, and people loading their cars and all their earthly possessions up on a pickup truck and driving towards Mexico to avoid being deported. I don't like seeing that. But you voted for this shit. We could have went another way. Did everybody have their reserves about fucking Kamala Harris? Yes, they did. But your alternative was Trump. And you went with the worst, the man who tried to overthrow the government. Y'all went with that guy who lied about losing an election. And still lying to this day. You went with him. And you think for 1 second that I'm not going to make sure that everybody around me is safe. I want to see something real quick. That's the one. I want y'all to look at this. Mike Collins from Georgia introduced the Laken Riley Act. I want to see who voted for it. HR 29. See, the difference between most people who talk politics on this app and me is I actually use HR numbers, and I actually go look up the HR numbers that was wrote in Congress. And I want to see who all voted for it. That's what I want to see. I want to see who all voted for it. The Laken Riley Act, you can read it right here. This bill requires the Department of Homeland Security to detain certain non-U.S. nationals, aliens under federal law, who have been arrested for burglary, theft, larceny, or shoplifting. The bill also authorizes states to sue the federal government for decisions or alleged failures related to immigration enforcement. They can essentially forego no due process. Wow. I want to see the roll call. That's what I want to see. I want to see the roll call. Let's see the roll call, shall we? Republicans, yays. 48 Republicans voted yay. 48 Democrats, 216 Republicans voted yes. Of course, all the Republicans voted yes. Democrats, you fucking dumbasses. This is why y'all lose, right here. Where is the Democrat that voted yay on this bitch? Let me go by Democrat. Yep, that's who I want to see. Who voted yay. I want to see. So y'all can see exactly who to vote against. You show me the language in the Constitution that says just only Americans get due process, you fucking idiot. Because you don't know the fucking Constitution. So shut the fuck up, man. Budzinski, Boyle from Pennsylvania, Bynum, Costa, Courtney, Craig, Coulaire, Davis from Kansas, Davis from North Carolina. Let me see any big names on here. Stephen Lynch voted for it. Oh, boy, I tell you. I'm glad you did. That's some crazy work. I told y'all, you got to get these moderate Democrats out of the party first before you go anywhere. Or else you are going to be looking at some bull jive that happens over and over and over and over again. I'm trying to see if there's a name in here that I recognize. Oh boy. Moskowitz. Why the fuck, bro? Why? 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 Why, man? I actually like Moskowitz. But why? You see why. Yep, he did. I swear, we're never going to go nowhere in this country. This is why I'm not a Democrat. This is why I can't be a Democrat. It's why I would never be a Democrat. Because these people are as worthless as the Republicans cooking up these pointless and stupid ass bills. Now you tell me how this shit affects all of us. How? How does this shit help all of us? How does this help us? The Lake and Raleigh. When white men kill white women every day. All the time. What is Lake and Raleigh's bill going to do? Except strip civil liberties from people. The Constitution says all people on U.S. soil are afforded the right to a speedy trial and due process. For you fucking super dumbass, I'm American. Anyways, I'm hungry. I need to go to the gym and I need to go work out. So, well, I got to get off here. I've been on here, shit, down near 4 hours. Well, 3 hours, I think. Yeah, 3 hours. I've been on 3 hours. But yeah, I tell you, go to the do like I did. Go to the current Congress, and you can go through and look up all the bills the current Congress has passed. And you can see all of the daggone bills that have been passed, that has went down the chain, or whatever. You can see. And you can see who voted for it. You can see who voted against it. So despite if they come out here on national TV lying to every last one of y'all, and telling y'all, oh, I'm a Democrat, I stand for all you, and blah, 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 blah. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. You don't stand for us. You do not stand for none of us at all. For none of us. You don't. And you can see all of these bills that the Republicans have introduced to the floor. Wow. Shit. Well, you guys, y'all be cool. Gotta eat something. I'm starving. And then I gotta go work out. Y'all have a good one. Remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do that defines who you are. And remember, DEI benefited who? White women more than anybody else. Don't let them tell y'all anything otherwise. So, well, gotta keep up the good fight. Make sure you protect yourself at all times, okay?
Take me but a second to feel so